Welcome back to another episode of MotoGP Mac, and today we're going to talk about the sprint race that just happened in COTA today. Now, the race was won by Pecco Bagnaia from Alex Rins, Jorge Martin, Aleix Espargaro, Brad Binder, Marco Bezzecchi, Luca Marini, Miguel Oliveira, Jack Miller, Maverick Vinales, Johan Mir, Johan Zarco, Taka Nakagami, Franco Morbidelli, Raul Fernandez, Augusto Fernandez, Fabio Di Gianantonio, Stefan Bradl, Fabio Quartararo, and Jonas Folger were the last of the finishers. Alex Marquez and Michele Pirro both crashed and did not finish the race. Now, to say that it was perfect Pecco is a bit of an understatement. You know, he was challenged, to be fair, at the start by Alex Rins, and Pecco was laid on the brakes on the back straight, I think on lap 2 or lap 3. Nearly missed the apex, but it sucked Alex Rins in and he went wide, and I think it was actually Aleix Espargaro passed him, and Pecco was then free just to march away, finishing the race 2.5 seconds ahead of Alex Rins. But to be fair, Alex Rins dragged the performance out of the Honda today. Rins does go well here anyway, to be fair, but that performance today was from Rins and not the Honda. If you look at the rest of the Hondas where they finished in the race, but what a performance from Rins. Martin and Espargaro had a ding-dong battle for third place towards the end of the sprint race. And even on the last lap, you could see how measured Jorge Martin was when Aleix Espargaro came past him. He just went underneath him again. Very, very good racing. Happy to see Brad Binder in 5th. Marco Bezzecchi and Luca Marini, they had trouble at the opening laps, and they fell back. So it was kind of good bounce back. I know people went off ahead of them, but still. Jack Miller again inside the top 10. Maverick Vinales had hoped for a little bit more in the sprint races for him. You know, he didn't seem to get it together today, but let's just see what happens tomorrow. Again, Johan Zarco, I thought, you know, he would be up there a little bit further ahead. Solid performance from Nakagami and Mir, if I'm honest. Franco Morbidelli, has shown that status quo has resumed back in 14th place, but I suppose the biggest talking point of today was Fabio Quartararo losing the front in turn 1. Now, he did reboot, but you could see how much Fabio was having to override the bike just to stay with the rest of them. Top speed wasn't too bad, was in around 340 kilometers an hour. If you look at Pecco, he was at 345. Rins was at 334 kilometers an hour. But again, it was a little bit, I suppose, frustrating for Quartararo with the crash. He did seem quite annoyed, but saying that, he did finish out the race, remounted and finished out the race even in 19th place. So hopefully they will figure out what exactly was missing, but there was definitely a sense of desperation from Quartararo trying to ride the bike to keep up with them. All in all, I thought it was an okay race. It wasn't as hectic of a sprint race as normal, and I think that's just because the COTA track normally tends to stretch people out anyway, so everyone wasn't on top of each other like in the previous races. Still an enjoyable sprint. The 10 laps went very, very quickly, but outstanding rider of the day for me was Alex Rins. I would definitely love to know your thoughts on who was your rider of the day. Definitely leave your thoughts in the comments below, and I'll be back again tomorrow with another video.